What's up, Ephraim? Hi, Todd. Happy Monday. Hope everyone's doing good. I'm going to sit outside the house for a minute. It's actually nice out. My wife's got her friend over, so I can't even hear myself think. First, I want to talk about a few things with the PureForce product line. We do not have our own encapsulation chemistry. We were working on it, and we decided to put it to bed when there's already a product out there that's amazing, and then there's several others that are really, really good. Damon Williams has done a phenomenal job with his Encap juice. What's up, Todd? Hey, how you doing? He's done a really good job with the solutions, and there's no reason for me to pursue it anymore, so we're just going to roll with that. And he's also he's done a really good job with his product line, so we're going to leave that alone. But and Damon's a good friend. We work really well together, and he's just a good, solid man. So in the PureForce line, though, I wanted to bring a couple things up. One of which, what's up, Darren? One of which is Presto. Presto's our green product. What's up, Jason? It is yeah, no kidding. Oh, it makes me happy. We have our Presto, which is a totally organic, all-natural green product. It's baking soda and salt is the base. The two create a carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide is a natural cleaning agent. And I always screw this up. It could be carbon dioxide. I always screw that up. But Presto is green, organic. It can be. We could actually certify it green through all the certification firms, but we've made the choice not to, and hope that you trust us. But we decided not to go and certify it because it's a really expensive process, and so the jar being $30 or $35 a jar for 8 pounds or whatever would end up being $45 a jar. So that juice to us is not worth the squeeze. So we've decided not to, but again, hope that you have faith in the products that we've put out and believe us that when we say this is a green product, you believe it. And it is green. So with that being said, I have a lot of people that use Presto as an encapsulation chemistry or a solution. And what you basically do is do the normal encapsulation process, and that's going to be a really good dry vac. It's really important to dry vac first. If you don't, you basically create a mud. All the loose dry debris that's in the carpet, which is probably 80% of the soil we remove, that needs to be removed with a dry vac. Following that, you then can go ahead and pre-spray with the Presto, and then use like a CRB or a bonnet or a side-by-side with a brush on it. Work the product into the fibers. I would recommend strongly that there is a bonnet extraction, if you will, afterwards. Thanks, Darren. I appreciate you backing me on that. Well, the customer, I think, will trust you. You're in their home. The trust for you to the customer is a lot more than me. You're walking into a $300,000, $400,000, $500,000 home, and they've got children there. That's a lot of trust right there, Jason. And that's where being presentable, being professional, acting like a real business person is important, because you are going in someone's home. That's a very sacred place. Yeah, Todd, you posted those pictures, and that was fantastic, and I'm so happy that worked out really well for you. But I would do a post bonnet. So after I've done my process and I've scrubbed the product into the fibers, I would probably take the Presto and lightly mist the carpet with some water, just pure water, and then I would take a bonnet, a cotton bonnet, and I would try to extract up as much as I could out of the fibers. Just leaves the carpets to pull some of that moisture out, and it'll leave the carpet looking really nice. So I talked about Presto real quick. Yeah, it is green. Yeah, so they can't see the certification sticker, but they don't even know what that is. If they read the label says it's green, organic, all natural, all that fun stuff. They can also check the SDS sheet, which will say the chemical terms for baking soda and salt, so you can actually prove it to them easily. The The next one, for someone that's not a green, that doesn't need green organic, Magic Bullet's a pH of 6, a 64-to-1 ratio. It's under $50 a gallon. Darren, you're funny. 64-to-1 ratio means you have 70 or 65 gallons of ready-to-use product. When you're using Magic Bullet, again, Magic Bullet from PureForce, awesome end cap. Damon's got a Magic Bullet as well. We did not plan it, but it happened. But when you're using Magic Bullet with a low pH like that, that one, again, I still always encourage people to use a post-spawn it, but you don't necessarily have to. It's acidic, so it keeps the carpets really soft, but it's loaded with surfactants, which helps release soil really well because it makes water wetter. Another product of ours that you can use as an end cap solution, especially if you're in a bind, is our Cyclone. Cyclone's a 9.9. That one I strongly recommend a post spray with pure water and then a post bonnet. We try to pull as much of that out as we possibly can. Again, we want the pH level to be lower, and it might also be a good idea to mist, acid fiber rinse on afterwards. Even at 1 ounce per gallon, a light mist of that, just to bring the pH level back down. But again, I'd use Cyclone in emergency only. Magic Bullet would definitely be my go-to if I was using it, if I didn't have to worry about being green, because it's a 6. It's an acidic-based product. Yeah, Darren, Magic Bullet's on my to-do list to talk about again, and I will go further into detail about the uniqueness of that product. But I just wanted to, who's giving me angry faces? I just wanted to get on here and kind of give my 2 cents on the encapsulation process, and at least there's so many products out there that are available. Release, it's been a great product. CTI has brush and bonnet. They also have their Smart Cap line, which they've changed, and it's the I just forgot the stinking name of it. I sell a ton of it. Good grief. It's been a long day. Anyways, I just forgot the name of it. So that's about it, because I just had a huge brain fart. Ape Solution, Ape Catalyst is the booster. There you go. So there's a lot of good products. There's Mist and Brush, there's Bone Dry, there's so many different products out there that are designed to work as a pure encapsulation product. Again, Damon's is phenomenal. CTI did a really good job with theirs. We sell a lot of it, so they're good products and they have their place. Will it ever replace steam cleaning, hot water extraction? I doubt it, but there's always going to be a place for it, especially when you're doing maintenance cleaning. Back in my former life when we cleaned, we did a bar, a downtown bar at that, and so it was very busy. We'd go in there once a week and we would encap the whole bar, and then once every about 6 months we'd do a full steam clean on it, and that place looked pristine all the time. And we set them up on a monthly fee, so they paid me, let's say it was $800 a month. Well, the end cap side, being that you could charge less, was only about $100 worth of work. The steam cleaning side was more like, say, $900 or whatever it was. And over the course of the year, we'd only do 2 steam cleans. So over the course of a year, we ended up making more money than we would have if I charged per service item. And then I was in there more often, keeping up on the building to where the carpets were really never dirty. So yeah, so that's another brilliant thought, Darren, and thanks for bringing that up. Post spraying, if you've got a poly or like a really nasty carpet that's just cleaned up really nice, whether you use protector or an end cap solution and working that into the fiber, it really helps to keep the fiber protected. The encapsulation chemistry naturally acts like a carpet protector, so when you're doing that, it will, because of the way it reflects light and the protection qualities of it, it'll actually keep the carpets looking very clean in those areas longer. And then it also will force wicking to stay down. It will not allow it to come up. And that's another thing with our acid fiber rinse. When you've got a wicking situation, you can spray that on afterwards. The alcohol content of it will actually bring or keep the wicking down. It won't allow it to come up because it dries top down. So it does a really good job at that. And again, the ratios on it's really quite awesome. So there's my 2 cents. Darren, thanks for kicking in on that because you helped me remember stuff. But I'm going to get out of here. I got some stuff I've got to do still. Again, like always, we thank you guys so much for your support. We thank you so much for all the shares and the posting of the, the different successes you have. And we also appreciate when we hear something didn't work out real well, because it helps us make better products. We work harder at fixing things and changing stuff up. Yes, absolutely will, Darren. I wouldn't go with the Clean Soft Fiber Rinse as a browning treatment. I would use the Acid Fiber Rinse. The Clean Soft, it costs a little bit more to use, by $4 or something, so it's not significant, but there's no need to put the surfactants back in the carpet fiber. So the Acid Fiber Rinse would do a better job at wicking and browning correction. Another thing that we used to do back in the day is I used USR. I use USR a lot. If I had a browner, I would use USR. If I had heavy traffic areas, I'd paint it down in those areas, groom it in really well, and it seemed to really brighten up those areas. And I could only do it in certain situations where you're cleaning and Mrs. Jones is leaving when you leave. Perfect situation, because then no one can burn their feet. But if you've got a house full of kids, do not spray USR in the traffic areas, because you know you're going to get a phone call within an hour of someone walking on it and their feet burning. So you don't want to take that risk. There's no point. And again, the encapsulation solution would be a better option for that. So Darren, thanks for chiming in, man. Love you, guy. I'm going to get out of here. Lastly, I'll just quickly mention David Matthews up in the Northeast. Jim Nape and Larry White, are in the upper Midwest in Illinois. Darren Hickman, Martin Medley, Chloe Hicks are down in Nashville, and they're rocking down there. She's not Asian, partner, sorry, and she's loud. Crystal Anderson's up in Utah, up in Ogden, and she's doing a phenomenal job. Anyone that's up here in the Northwest, please reach out to her. She's got a ton of inventory. She's wanting to move and she's actually got an order coming in to restock already. I just talked to Jason last week about that, so they're doing really good, but obviously we want to make sure we're growing and getting better every day. California is coming. Hopefully New Mexico's coming. Yeah, Darren, Crystal would be a good person for you to spend some time with, just to tell her your ups and downs and all that fun stuff. She's awesome. She's incredible. She's a hard worker, and she's very committed, so we're really excited about having her on board with us. But then you got myself in North Phoenix, and you got Manny in Tempe, so we're here to serve. We're just trying to do better every day for you. We're trying to make sure that we're there for you when you need us. Ultimate goal is to get a day and a half, 2 days of freight everywhere in the country. Out of the country, we've got Nick Robertson out in the UK. So we're trying to get the representation to help you guys all out and get you better, faster service. So anyways, we love you. We thank you. And you guys have a good night. We'll talk to you tomorrow.